All right, so get ready, because today we're diving headfirst into a real mind bender.
Okay.
We're asking, what if? What if Cain just took a breath, chilled out, and spared Abel?
Okay, yeah.
We're talking about a world where that first murder never even happened, and let me tell you, the ripple effects.
Yeah.
Huge, just massive.
It's wild to think about, right? Like, it makes you rethink the whole foundation of everything.
Absolutely.
This text we're looking at,
Yeah.
it suggests that whole thing with Cain, that very first act of violence, it wasn't just some personal family drama, you know?
Right.
It, like, echoed out, man. It messed up humanity's relationship with, well, everything. Violence, sin, even, like, the big guy upstairs.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, okay, no murder, no curse on the land, no whole eye or an eye business. What we get instead is, well, it's almost a little creepy how peaceful it is.
Right.
Like, our source material, it describes these amazing cities, incredible art and philosophy, all built on, get this, cooperation.
Wow.
Can you even imagine?
It's tempting to just be like, oh, utopia, how lovely. But this text, it's like it's pushing us to look deeper, you know?
Deeper. Okay.
Imagine a world where sin, like the whole concept of it is totally different. Like without that stark contrast, the good, the bad, the ugly, can we even understand compassion?
Oh, with you.
Can we really get the depths of human emotion if we don't know the depths of, well, the bad stuff too?
That's a great point. It's like those stories, you know, where someone wishes away all their problems.
Yeah.
And then they realize they've wished away any chance of actually, like, growing or accomplishing anything meaningful. Makes you wonder, in this weird alternate timeline, if never having to struggle, it creates a whole different beast of a problem, almost like emotional stagnation.
Totally. And the text actually uses this phrase, it calls it the fragility of peace, which I love. It's like, yeah, this world might be all sunshine and rainbows, no bloodshed, but guess what?
Wow.
Envy, pride, that desire for power everyone has, still there, simmering, waiting.
Oh, this is good. This is where it gets really interesting. It's not some outside evil, some big bad that messes it all up. It's way more relatable. It's ambition.
Wow.
And wouldn't you know it? The poster child for ambition.
Ooh.
A descendant of Cain.
Oh, come on.
Talk about irony, right?
No way. That's incredible, though. What a twist.
Right.
So what, this leader, are they just bad to the bone?
Not exactly. The text describes them as totally believing, like truly believing that they're the hero, you know? Like they're guiding everyone to this super bright future, unity, progress, the whole shebang.
But there's always a but.
Of course. That's how they do it. That thirst for control. It starts eating away at everything good they built.
Yikes.
So no epic battles, no wars like we're used to. This society is about to crumble from the inside.
Wow.
The violence of ambition, just one person's power trip, poisoning the whole thing, makes you think, right, can anyone be truly great without some ambition? But also, like, some compassion to balance it out.
It's the question, isn't it? Since the dawn of time, we've been wrestling with that.
It's true.
But here's the thing. Just as this leader's grip is tightening, getting bad, a little glimmer of hope pops up.
Okay.
And it comes from, get this, the descendants of Abel.
No way.
They've been living with his legacy for generations. It's like a constant reminder. Things might seem peachy, but darkness, it can always come back.
So we've got this whole society right on the edge, ready to fall apart.
Yeah.
And it's their leader's ambition that's pushing them over.
Yeah.
But then there are Abel's descendants just kind of there, but they get it. They understand how fragile peace is, how easily things can go bad.
A recipe for disaster, right?
Total disaster. What happens?
Okay, so the text describes this part as, like, crazy tense.
Yeah.
And not just in the society. It's like the whole universe is freaking out a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
You know how the gods have been MIA this whole time. They're definitely watching now.
Oh.
And they are not on the same page about what to do.
Ooh, this is juicy. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
Yeah.
So some gods, they just want to hit the reset button.
Yeah, like, Cain, go ahead, take your best shot. Let's just get this over with.
Exactly. Give humanity a do-over.
Some of them are all like, hey, they blew it. We gave them a chance, a clean slate, and they messed it up.
Right, right. And now they're paying the price.
There's this one deity, I think it was, who actually says, they made their bed, now let them lie in it.
Harsh. But then you've got the other side. The ones who are like, come on, they're trying. They just need a little help.
A little cosmic nudge in the right direction.
Exactly.
That's
So what's
fine.
Yahweh up to in all this?
Oh, man, Yahweh. This is where it gets interesting. Remember, he's the one who showed Cain mercy in the first place.
Right.
But now he's got this weight on his shoulders. Like, what if I messed up? What if giving them this chance was the wrong move?
That's got to be a heavy realization, even for a god.
Yeah.
So does he step in? try to fix things.
He thinks about it. The text describes this whole debate going down, divine smackdown.
Intense.
Some are all gung-ho for a hard reset, wiping the slate clean.
Time travel shenanigans.
But Yahweh, always the creator, always the optimist, he's like, hold on, there's another way.
Okay, I'm listening.
He wants to give them a chance for redemption.
On redemption, okay.
But not by erasing the consequences, more like making them face the music.
So no divine bailout.
Nope. It's like the universe is saying, you want to learn the hard way? Fine, but you're going to learn.
That's rough. What happens?
Well, remember all those darker impulses we talked about? The envy, the pride. Yeah, that stuff starts bubbling to the surface.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good.
It gets messy. Think societal unrest, people turning on each other. All that cooperation they built their world on. Gone.
It's like a slow motion explosion.
Yeah.
So where are Abel's descendants in all of this? They just watching from the sideline.
We're watching, waiting for the right moment. And when things are at their absolute worst, that's when they step in.
Okay, what do? Storm the palace.
No, they're smarter than that. Remember, they've been studying this, living with their ancestors' legacy.
Right, they're playing the long game.
Exactly. They're not fighting with the swords and shields. They're weapons, words, ideas.
So what? They just start talking to people?
They offer a different way. Imagine a society on the brink of collapse and someone whispers, hey, what if we tried it like this?
I mean, it sounds crazy enough to work, but this leader, they've got all this power, they're used to getting their way.
It's a total David and Goliath situation.
Right. And David's weapon is what? A strongly worded letter.
It's more like a series of conversations. The text talks about these encounters between the leader and Abel's descendants. Each one chips away at the leader's confidence.
Showing them a different perspective.
They hold up a mirror, make the leader see the damage they've caused.
Powerful. So they're not trying to defeat the leader, but change them.
And it works.
Yeah.
Slowly, the leader starts to get it. They realize that real strength, it's not about control. It's about admitting when you're wrong. It's about choosing compassion.
That's a huge change. But can this society, after everything they've gone through, actually come back from this? So we've seen this alternate society, right, pushed to the edge, not by war or famine, but by peace gone wrong, and their leader, their ambition almost ruined everything. But now, Abel's descendants, they've helped the leader see a new path. So what happens next? Can they actually come back from this?
The text makes it clear this isn't like poof back to utopia. They
Right.
went through it. They're changed.
Scarred, almost.
Yeah, and the society that rebuilds, they get it now.
Yeah.
Peace, real peace. It's a choice every single day. It's not just like the lack of fighting.
It's so true. Like they had peace, real peace, for generations, and it almost destroyed them because they didn't realize how dangerous it could be if you don't remember that people can be bad.
100%. And you know what else?
What's that?
The gods. Remember how they were ready to hit the reset button? They learned something too.
Oh, interesting. What did they learn?
Hands-off approach. They're like, okay, we messed up. We're here to guide, not control.
So no more big booming voices or anything, no parting of the Red Sea.
Nope. This world, it's theirs now. They have to figure it out.
And what about Abel's descendants? What's their role?
Well, they're kind of in charge now, but remember, they've been ready for this. For generations. They never forgot their ancestor, the violence that almost happened. They get that peace is a journey, not the destination.
Wow, that's deep. So what's different? I mean, do they try to recreate that perfect world they had at the beginning?
That's the thing. The text describes a society that's totally different. They get it now. True strength. It's understanding that good and bad, it's in all of us.
Okay, yeah.
And ambition. It's not bad. But you gotta balance it. You gotta remember what's important. You need compassion.
So it's about harnessing it,
Right.
Not just getting rid of it. Finding that sweet spot between progress and, being a good person.
Exactly. Though we gotta remember, the bad guys, they're still out there. This new society, they have to stay sharp. Conflict, it's always lurking, waiting for a chance.
Man, it makes you wonder, is this alternate timeline really that different from ours? They had their crisis, figured some things out. We're still wrestling with the same old problems. It's just that this struggle, balancing our good side with our not so good side, it feels universal,
That's the beauty of these what ifs, right? We're not looking for easy answers. It's about asking the big questions. Our deep dive today, it made us think about peace, ambition, and how our choices, they matter big time.
It's been quite a ride. We've seen an empire rise and fall. We've talked about what happens when good intentions go wrong, what happens when ambition goes unchecked, and we've seen the power of compassion, how it can change people, change the world.
So next time you've got a tough choice to make, remember this. Remember the world where Cain chose mercy, and ask yourself, what will your choice be?